Next up is approval of the revised agenda. May I have a motion?
Motion?
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public budget hearing, comments from interested citizens. We have one speaker,
Where's Patrick?
Mr. Darrell McElroy.
You want to do the presentation first? Or?
Where's Patrick?
No.
Guess we're not doing it. Move on. I think Patrick wanted to redo the budget presentation, but it's okay, he's not here, so we'll move on.
It's not here.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Superintendent Rodriguez, Board President Ciriello, Board Vice President Evans, members of the Central Administration and the Board, as well as the Monroe-Woodbury community. My name is Darrell McElroy, and I am here on behalf of the Monroe-Woodbury Teachers Association to speak about the proposed 2023-24 school budget. In advance of the official National Teacher Appreciation Week, which is technically the first full week of May, I would like to honor and recognize the work of the teachers in Monroe-Woodbury who have worked tirelessly over the last few years to guide our students and families through the most difficult period in public education in our lifetime. From pre-kindergarten through 12th grade, their ability to adapt and overcome throughout the pandemic, along with their colleagues and other job titles, was nothing short of exemplary and demonstrated that not all heroes wear capes. I would also like to shout out our school nurses in advance of their day of recognition, as we appreciate all of the hard work that they and the staff in the offices do to support our students and their families. And to the Star Wars nerds, may the 4th be with you tomorrow. In addition to all of the things that we know educators do to make magic happen in the classroom, which includes providing supplies and snacks to our students and decorating our classroom spaces, most of which is self-funded, our members also give generously throughout the year to our local food pantries because we know that the community needs support. We also support our students after they graduate, and this year, with funding entirely from our own members' donations, we are going to be awarding 12 $1,000 scholarships to graduating Monroe-Woodbury seniors. The members of the MWTA are proud to support public education, and this year is no different, as I stand here in support of the superintendent's proposed budget for next year. We are strongly encouraging our members to come out and support this budget if they live in the community. The historic levels of federal and state aid have positioned the district well to maintain staffing and programs at present levels without asking the taxpayers to shoulder an additional burden. In fact, I was heartened by public comments at a recent board meeting where it was stated that there would be no loss of staff and no cuts to programs, and that should be welcome news to parents and students who would naturally expect that their children would have access to the same level of course offerings and programs that are available this year. It is our belief that we should be making a commitment as a school community to educational offerings that provide students with opportunities to challenge themselves in interdisciplinary ways. We also believe that more resources are needed for early intervention in math and reading, as well as an increase in related service providers who need to provide critical counseling services to our students who are still struggling with the mental health impacts of an ever-changing world. Our schools should be sanctuaries for our students so that they can have at least one safe space to be who they were meant to be. We are grateful to know that there will be no attrition of any positions in the MWTA, and while we understand that resources are not infinite, we look forward to providing our input as to how those positions can be reallocated in support of our students and our members who also need support to continue doing their jobs effectively. We also recognize that we do not get to make all of the decisions, but our input is important as we see things from the ground level and have a lot of expertise that should not simply be disregarded because of the position we occupy. When we value and nurture people, we will get the best out of them, and it is hard to put a price tag on that. As we look forward to the end of the school year, there is a lot to look forward to for all of our students, especially the class of 2023. No matter what path they took to get to the stage on graduation day, they are a part of the legacy of Monroe-Woodbury. And being a part of that Monroe-Woodbury legacy is particularly special to me as a class of '95 alumnus. I hope that everything that I do as president of this association is viewed through the lens of advocacy for our students and my members so that this district can continue to be the envy of Orange County and neighboring communities. In our view, for that legacy to be meaningful, we should all work together to maintain the strongest academic, extracurricular, and co-curricular experience for our students that does not put the short-term interests of the balance sheet's bottom line ahead of long-term investments in what should be our bottom line, our students. When we invest in our students, it is our belief that this community will support the programs and staff needed to provide those opportunities, especially when they can see the direct benefit in the classroom and in after-school programming in which our students participate. There is no limit to what we can achieve as a district, and I look forward to continuing the work with my colleagues, the board, and the administration to ensure that Monroe Woodbury can be the best it can possibly be for all of its stakeholders. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
First reading of policy manual update. Are there any questions? May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Personnel?
I respectfully request approval for the items listed under personnel.
Are there any questions? May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Business and financial.
Thank you, Michael. I also respectfully request the approval of the items listed under the business and financial section. And there was one comment I wanted to make related to the budget hearing. So the budget hearing is the required statutory meeting, literally the only one that's actually required. We have many meetings in developing the budget. But there is a piece to the foundation aid increase that I wanted to mention. The district is looking for feedback and/or commentary from the public. The commentary could be from the general public, but teachers, parents, other stakeholders, we're looking to hear from them related to the increase in foundation aid. We've talked a lot about that. It's about a 22% increase in our state aid, around 14 million and change. And that enabled us to really maintain the programs, to, maintain our staffing levels, to continue everything that we're doing here, and also go out with a 0% increase in the tax levy, which, again, we've talked about that as a rare thing, and it hasn't happened here in decades. So if anyone does have commentary or wants to weigh in on how the foundation aid increase should be used or could be used to enhance student performance and student need, you can email me, Patrick Cahill, here at MW. I'm on the website, and let me know what you think. We're required to develop a plan for the use of that money and post that plan by July 1 and submit that to the New York State Ed Department with the commentary included as part of our plan.
Great.
Thank you.
I have a question on the obsolete assets document. So there were 15 pages, and I guess a number of them are newer items, but mostly Google Chromebooks. So it just seemed like a lot at once when I kept going page by page by page, so.
I can answer that. So we use those, when we buy the Chromebooks, it has a 4 to 5 years expiration dates. It comes with a 1-year warranty, but then we have a really fantastic help desk at the high school that they run pretty much by the students. So if the device doesn't work after first year, we take that and use that for the parts. So it may seems like it's a lot more, but it's just a part inventory for us. And that has helped us last couple of years significantly, not buying the new parts, but just use some of the equipment that we have.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Committees on Special Education and Preschool Education. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We're going to adjourn into an executive session for purposes of discussing contract negotiations and a pending legal matter. Were you going to say something?
We don't usually comment on special meetings, but I know you probably want to comment,
I really do.
so why don't we comment before we adjourn?
I saw the look.
Thank you,
I
Dan.
don't want the meeting to go by without acknowledging Dr. Karen Morales, who was approved this evening as the new principal of Pine Tree Elementary School. And welcome, good luck, but wait, there's more. Heath Yarmus, I wouldn't leave you out. Heath's retirement is also on this agenda, and I just had to acknowledge him for all the time he's put in at our Monroe Woodbury High School.
So
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Now may I have a motion to adjourn into executive session?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Have a great evening.